Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Winter, and welcome to episode 10 of Tomb Raider Anniversary. Before we get going, if you watched I think it was episode 4, where we were in St. Francis Folly, if you got all the way to the end of that, you'll hear me go on a little bit of a rant, a very, very mini rant, about the PlayStation 3 version of this game. Now, I'm going to explain, since it wasn't explained in that video, why I was ranting. I had previously recorded the Sanctuary of the Scion, which is where we are currently at, or where we're getting ready to go to, and I encountered what may actually be the first game-breaking bug for this game that I've ever seen, and it was very frustrating. It halted progression. I had to stop. I spent about 15 minutes working on a workaround for it, see if I could get shit to go back to normal and work right so we could progress, and came up empty. And then, to top it all off, when I was getting ready to record again and just load up a new, reload the level like I have done here, we lost fucking power because of a storm that had rolled in while I was working on that workaround, and I didn't even fucking notice. So it was a pretty frustrating experience the first time that I recorded this. And I was almost to the end, too. That's what pissed me off even more. Anyways, let's get going in here, and when we get to that particular section, I'll point it out and go in a little bit in depth about what happened. Yes, see, Sanctuary of the Scion. And these little bastards. No quarter given, as well as zero fucks. They just don't care. Oh my goodness, as you can see. Tough little bastards. Now this puzzle here, I have never actually figured out how in the fuck I'm supposed to tell what to do. I just know what to do. You know, I've studied this thing several times. You're supposed to match up the columns with the paintings on the wall, but I just know that you grab this one and you rotate it twice. Oops. This way. So there's number 2. I think you can hear a clicking whenever those get into place. And then you also grab this one and rotate it twice as well. So there's 1, 2, and there we go. Never been able to figure out how the fuck I'm supposed to know how to do that. But I know how to do it, so it gets done. And it's probably not entirely cryptic either. It's probably something real fucking simple. Like, I'm sure if I actually studied those paintings on the wall long enough, I'd probably know how to do it. But I just, for whatever reason, never have been able to make sense of it. It's a little bit strange how that works out sometimes. But yeah, so since this is a re-record, there's going to be, I think, 2 trophies that don't pop. And there's going to be a missing artifact because I've already collected that in the last recording attempt, and it is currently saved on my profile as having been collected, so it's not actually going to show up. So when we get to that spot, I'm just going to have to, you all have to use your imaginations, and I'll say, hey, this is where it's at if you're playing this for the first time. Yeah, it was pretty fucking frustrating, and it was the stupidest thing, too. And we're going to go straight to that area from here after we collect a little bit of a goodie. You know, that music's okay for the Sphinx reveal, but I do prefer the original track from the 96 version of the game for the Sphinx reveal. It was very good at encapsulating the sense of wonder and epicness that comes with finding, for all intents and purposes, a Sphinx way under the fucking ground. You see, we're in some kind of cave. Obviously, we can't be that far underground if there's sunlight coming in from up there, so I don't know if we're actually... You know, I've never really understood where the city and the Temple of Khamun is supposed to be. I don't know if it's like on top of a mountain or carved into a mountain. Are there mountains in Egypt? Surely there's a few, right? I don't know. I've never been. And I've never really read about any in any historical books. Not that I've read that many. I've mainly just watched documentaries on you know, the Discovery Channel and History Channel and shit like that. Engineering and Empire, that's a good... They did a good episode about Egypt. One thing that does fascinate me about this particular section of the level, though, in terms of the sound design, there is one sound effect that is used right in this area here that you only hear in this area. It is 100% unique to this one spot. You never hear it again anywhere else in the game or in any other Tomb Raider game. And let's see if we can trigger it. Because you have to jump back off of this column in a very specific spot in order to get it to trigger. This should be it. Yeah, that was it right there. That is the only time you will ever hear that sound effect. And it really fits in good with the ambient sound design of this particular level. Especially this section right here. I know I'm talking quite a bit over it, but we're going to come back to this area. So on return visits, I'll shut the fuck up so y'all can actually enjoy the ambient sound design. Because it's quite good. Oh my god, almost rolled right off the edge. Oh, you ain't getting me. I don't like those guys. I find them to be very annoying for some reason. They're kind of a pain in the ass to shake off once they get a hold of you. Because you gotta, you know, it is, I think it's the left analog stick that you gotta kind of crank around or move back and forth, you know, working in a little bit of a QTE, which pretty sure I've made my feelings clear on QTEs so far in this playthrough. But getting right to the game breaker that I encountered on my first recording attempt of this level, it was right in here. And we'll see if it's going to do it again. It should be right around this corner. Alright, okay, it's not going to do it. So what happened the first time was, when I came through this hallway, first off, let me just say that I started, when I first entered the Sphinx area, I went to the other room first and came to this one second. So I don't know if that's what triggered it or what. I don't ever have a real set sequence of tackling these two rooms. I'll just kind of, you know, I change it up on every playthrough. But the last time I was here, I went to the other room. And when I finished with that, then I came over here. And when I got to this spot right here, those motherfuckers right in front of me were shut. And they were closed. And they would not open. And you can't roll through them because, as you can see, there's those little bastards there on the bottom, and you can't climb over the motherfucker. Now, I did everything, man. I went back to every checkpoint that I could, and I died, and would respawn from all the checkpoints that I had unlocked up to this point, having gone through the other room first, and they still wouldn't fucking open. And I'm not kidding you, it was like 15 minutes of just trying various deaths in different spots, trying to get these bastards to move, but they wouldn't. So it's comforting to see that they're actually functioning as they're supposed to. It's the first time I've ever encountered that. If anybody else has ever encountered that in this game or in this area, please let me know. Because I gotta tell you, that really fucking pissed me off, man. Because we were doing good, we were almost through with the level, and then that. Not quite heartbreaking, but pretty goddamn frustrating for sure. And then, like I said, we lost power, so... It was like the icing on the cake. It was like there was some higher power telling me, nah, mate, you're not going to be recording Tomb Raider Anniversary tonight. It was a bad omen, I guess I should say. I don't know. It was, well, yeah, it was definitely the seal of the deal for me to go ahead and recommend picking up the PlayStation 2 version of this game if you can get your hands on it, because I tell you, I've never run into anything like that on the PlayStation 2 version. And if this does in fact get released for PlayStation 4, maybe just hold off until that comes out. Which I know nothing about, I should go ahead and throw out there. E3 has come and gone, and if y'all have seen my E3 Tomb Raider predictions video, then you know that I said that I had a sneaking suspicion that we were going to get these games, you know, Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld, re-released for the PlayStation 4 and E3. Yeah, there wasn't a goddamn thing about Tomb Raider except a fucking countdown of the top 20 tombs of Tomb Raider. Thanks, guys. Not even a release date for Rise? Really? Ah, well. What's done is done, right? Can't change that. Oh, where am I supposed to go? There's a couple of different ways to tackle this room, and I'm trying to remember exactly how to do it. You'd think I'd know, since I have mentioned that this is a second recording attempt, but the first one was actually a couple weeks ago, because I haven't had time to actually play for quite a while. I'm still working quite a bit of overtime, so... In fact, I was supposed to be working tonight, but they called me literally right as I was leaving the fucking door and told me to stay home, so... That was lovely, but, you know, now I have time to record again. And hopefully finish this game up tonight. That would be fantastic. Because this has been... Oh, an adventure? I don't know. I mean, that fucking shit that I encountered on the last playthrough of the Sanctuary. Yeah, that was just... Oh, man, are you fucking kidding me? But it's done and over with. So, we can hopefully progress and finish this thing off now. And my dog is awake. So now you won't hear him snoring, you'll just hear him moving about. But he's a big Tomb Raider fan, so who knows? He may come up with some kind of fascinating commentary to add to the video. Oh, there we go. Didn't think I was going to make that. I think I actually prefer this PlayStation 2 version, or the anniversary version of the Sanctuary over the 96 version. It's pretty faithful to it. There's not really a whole lot changed. The side rooms have the puzzle that we're currently solving right now, of course. That wasn't in 96. And the hallway traps, I think they may have been there, but I don't think there were as many, though I could be wrong on that. This is Impractical Door Opening Mechanism number 115. Hey, pulled off the swan dive. Nice, nice. I think there's an equal... Oh my god, how did that happen? What happened right there? What's going on with the frame rate? Oh, good lord, what's next? Shit. Ah. Oh my goodness. There we go. That's how you deal with an Atlantean mummy creature thing from outer space. And the Deimos Mars moon and Phobos and all that shit. And the Twilight Zone. Whose cousins live in the outer limits. Alright, so let's do a quick dive and see if we've got a med pack. Yes, right there. I thought there was one down here. Because we're going to need those here in a bit. Maybe. Not really sure how many of those I've got, actually. Let me do a quick check. 46 little guys. And 20 big ones. That's not bad. What do you think about it, Lara?
This area is unremarkable.
Is it really? Because that's pretty fucking amazing to me. I mean, that's a hell of a architectural structure that you're going through right there. That's either deep underground or inside of a fucking mountain. I mean, that's... I don't know, I think that's kind of remarkable. But she has been in many more fascinating places than I have, so maybe you get a little bit jaded to him after a while. And we're on the return trip now, so I'm going to shut the fuck up for a little bit and let you all enjoy the ambient sound design, as well as the sounds of that guy. That wasn't good. Shit. I love that. That is so cool. It's a great view. And when you add it in with the ambient sound design, it really adds to the isolation and the kind of... I mean, she thinks it's unremarkable, but dude, if I walked into a fucking place like that and was not aware that I was standing on the back of a sphinx until I came around the front, fuck, I'd be blown away. I mean, that's not something I do every day, so... Okay, these guys again. Oh my god, I knew that was coming. I was getting ready to roll. Load, load, load. Where's the other guy? There's the other guy. There goes the other guy. Alright, let's get our Spider-Man on. There's a shiny on the Sphinx. What is it? Well, let's go find out. We've got... well, dual Uzis. It doesn't show up because I picked them up in the last playthrough. And you would have got a trophy for that. I did get the trophy for it already, so that's one of the ones that isn't going to, you know, pop. In case you are watching this for a trophy guide. The original 96 version, the pathway around the top of this area, because you essentially did the same thing. It was a little bit more intricate, definitely more interesting, I think, and the path that you took to get the Uzis, because the Uzis were in the same spot, was a hell of a lot more interesting, and actually pretty challenging to figure out. So, for me at least, you know, I kind of struggled with it a little bit. If you've never played it, then I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I'll just say that when you get to this area, there are still Uzis on top of the Sphinx, and find your own way up there. That's all I'm going to say. Now, these guys I have had problems with before. Sometimes they're out of sync. Oh, shit. Oh my god, how was I still swinging? I should not have made that. I shouldn't have been able to swing around on that right there. I should have been crushed. But I'm not going to knock it or question it. I'll accept it happily. Now this room right here is where the artifact originally was. And I'll show that off before we leave. But I'm not going to do it right off the bat. We're going to take care of a couple of things first. Essentially, it's the same as the first room. You know, you want to raise the obelisk up and extend the bridge. There's a couple of different ways you can raise these up, by the way. If I'm not mistaken, though I could very well be. I would like to think that what I'm doing is a little bit faster than what they show you can do. Alright, so what we want to do... Actually, we need to get back over there right quick. Oh, shit. Well, I done fucked it up. Shit. Ah. So what I was going to do, I'll just go ahead and show that off, was I was going to swing on those poles and come over and grab that. But I wasn't sure where I had to be lined up at to actually grab that. And then I was going to jump over and grab onto that. But we can still get there from another way. So nothing is totally fucked. At least not that I'm aware of. It could be. But I don't think it is. Anyways, let's see what we can do here. Okay. See, I think as long as we've got that first one up and we've got the bridge out just a little bit, we should be okay. Because we'll be able to maneuver around slightly. And hopefully it's enough to get us where we want to go. And by maneuver around, I mean on the bridge. We can get to the places that we need to go. Such as this area over here. Very nice. Listen to the bridge. Excellent sound design, man. I can't praise that shit enough. The stuff is so good, you know? It's just so good. Okay, so two ways we could get over there. The first way is what I showed, and then the other way is when we raise this one up, we would hug the right side, kind of like I think I was doing, and eventually get to a point where we could jump over it and grab that, and then jump up there, and then since that isn't lowered all the way, we could jump over from that one right there back to the obelisk platform right there, and then if we time it just right, we can jump over, grab that, and then do that. I don't like doing that though. That just seems to take too much time. So let's see if we can get a shortcut going on. Right about here. Lovely. And now we'll go the way that I was intending to originally go. So, that's probably going to put me back on a ladder. Yeah, we'll do it right here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Bingo, baby. And now we ride the wave of success and bask in the glory of Lara Croft, Obelisk Razor. And Bridge Extender. And now we can work our way back up and do the same damn thing that we did on the other side of the Sphinx. Okay. There we are. So real quick, let me show you where the artifact would have been if I hadn't already got it. You would climb over here just like I'm doing, and then it would be sitting literally right below where Lara is currently hanging on to. You would just drop down, pick it up, and move on your way. But, again, it shows I've already collected it. So, yeah. I wish it didn't automatically save that shit to your profile, man. Oh! No bueno. That tends to happen. This is actually a fairly problematic time trial level. For me, at least. Even though I have a general idea of where to go and how to do it, and have a couple of shortcuts, one of which I'll show you that'll save you about maybe 45 seconds to a minute, which can sometimes make all the difference in the world on a time trial. what's kind of interesting about the time trials for Egypt is much like Egypt itself, it's pretty secretive. There are things that you wouldn't expect to find in the time trials in terms of shortcuts that just somehow magically show up every now and again. Very fitting. So that obelisk was intended to hang upside down if you look at the hieroglyphics on it. That's fascinating. I never actually noticed that before. And the other ones, as you can see there, the hieroglyphs are right side up. I wonder why. No, seriously, I do wonder why. That's an interesting little detail to put in there. Okay. There we are. Where is he? Oh, fuck it. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Good lord. Or not. I do the sniping, not you. It's only fair. That fucking gate just sounds like it's been down there in that water forever. And I'm with you, Lara. We actually got both of the keys, and the game didn't crash on us or break. So, yeah, I'm wiping my forehead as well. And doing decent on the swan dives this time around. That's cool. Finally broke my curse of messing those up. We're only about 3/4 of the way through the game, and I got it right. I love this upcoming piece of music. This is my favorite track off of the soundtrack. Fucking love that piece. That's so awesome. For me, what does it is the xylophone that comes in there near the end. That's an overlooked instrument, as far as I can tell. You know, xylophones aren't really a thing anymore unless you're actually doing 100% traditional orchestral music. And even then, they're fairly low in the mix most of the time. I like the rat music as well. This is good stuff. It's another soundtrack that I really have very few complaints about. I just wish they would have used the original music that you heard when you first revealed the Sphinx in this level in some fashion. Even if it was just kind of updated with modern production and 100% faithful, or hell, even throw a blast beat behind it or some shit. I don't care. It was just an awesome track. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a med pack. I almost jumped off and totally spaced that off. Of course, that's fucking awesome. It does beg the question even more, who built this place, but fucking great visual. And eventually Lara would become very familiar with both of those people, Horus and Osiris, if I'm not mistaken. But it's possible I am. let's get some air and then see if we can find another catfish. Fishy, fishy. Oh, there's the fish. Come here, dude. I'm hungry. Ah, I can never catch a fish in this game. This area here is where your biggest time trial, time saver is going to be. That's going to be a little bit further up, but just don't let me forget to tell you all about that. Like I can hear you, because I'm telepathic? Yeah, I'm that. Whatever it is, I'm that. Okay, so right here, if I recall correctly, we want to swing this little bastard that way. Is that right? No, I had it right there. Yes, there we go. Now we'll go for the time trial time saver. You don't want to pull that switch just yet. So over here, we'll see if I can do this right quick. It's a very specific spot that you have to be, and I think this may be it. This should be your time trial time saver. Yes, there we go. Just like that. Now, I need to get my notes for this one, that way we don't have to go downstairs and fuck around with all that good junk. Oh, wait, that was right. God damn it. Come on, Winter. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but you're still better than that. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it. There it is. Okay, so that's what we want to do, but before we progress any further, thought I was going to fall off the ledge there. Oh, what's this do? Oh, what could it be? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and get back up there. Okay, here we are. Now we can get up here and pull the switch. That's alright, because water's coming to pick us up and take us away. Swept away by the tides. Much like the Ides of March. I'm not sure, but I think that particular sound effect shows up twice in this game, and this is the... I think this is the first place we hear it. Might have been the second, though. I don't recall hearing it already, though, but I like that one, too. Not sure if you would call that... would you classify that as a musical cue or a sound effect sting? But at any rate, let's get down here and see what we've got behind the old gate. A shiny for my lady Lara Croft, to hang in the beacon tower, to bring him home. You found the Horus idol, the Egyptian god of the sky. Horus is portrayed as a falcon or a man with a falcon's head. As the god of the sky, he has become associated with Upper Egypt. In a battle against his brother Set for control of Egypt, Horus lost one of his eyes. Of course, she would get very familiar with both of those two as well. Well, Horus already mentioned that she'd get familiar with, but she'd become real chummy with Set later on in her life. Actually, twice, right? Last Revelation and Temple of Osiris? Yeah, twice. And I'm not sure what the order of the continuity is supposed to be, but both times she never acted like she knew who the hell he was. You know, she never had a, oh, it's him again moment. Alright, so let's get Old Glory dual Uzis ready. We might as well, since we've got them. And holy shit, I think I'm actually going to finish this level and not have it break on me. Yes! Oh, yes! Of course, I am going to die, because I always take at least one hit in this area. Oh! You can't see me! Oh my goodness, come on, Lara. Oh, again with the shooting of the thing, the fireball. Oh, there it is. Damn it. Oh, I was doing good on that too. Oh my god, and it starts us right back. No need for a quick edit on that one, huh? Oh. Ah, ha, ha. Oh, shit. Alright, let's, Old Glory shotgun. Just like that. This is probably the first playthrough of this game that I have done in a long time where I've actually used all of the weapons at some point. Normally I just stick with the dualies and call it good with those, because really there's nothing in this game that you can't handle if you just stick to those. At least as far as I'm concerned. Other people probably have a preference for everything, but I'm not picky, man. The dualies tend to do the job. So you can see our shiny kind of there off to the left of the column in the corner across the way. That's our last artifact of the level and of Egypt. See if I can remember how to get to that now. I think I want to... Fuck, how do I get over there? Is this it? Hey, that was it. Fantastic. I can't tell if I'm lined up, but I don't think I am. There we go. Can you see the shiny? It's there. Just trust me on that. It's there, man, I promise you. Alright, so how the fuck do we get over there then? I'll bet we go up here. And over. It's cool that the Scion actually has a purpose besides its, I suppose, intended purpose. I like the idea of using it as a key. Probably would have been... Well, never mind. I was getting ready to say it would have been neat if they had used it as a key in other areas of the game, but no, it wouldn't have had the same impact, would it? Would have been an entirely different revelation when you realize that's what you were supposed to use. And this is hands down one of my least favorite wall running areas, because this jump normally always gets me a couple of times. But I got it that time. Look at that shit. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, we're actually gonna finish this level. Yay! Progress is made. Victory on Wax World. Oh, thank God. Of course, this area is entirely different. There was normally a boss battle here. you sure you want to do this? Oh, freak out! It's all going liquid, man!
But it is my face you will see in your nightmares. What have you to say for yourself?
The gods favor action, not counsel.
Yet it is this council that rules over you today.
You rule over nothing. Atlantis is in ruin. Nothing can change that. Everything must burn. Only then can the Seventh Age begin.
Voice.
Path to madness. I wash my hands of you. For your treachery. For using the knowledge of the Scion to unleash our armies against us. I expel you forever from the secret order of the Three. And condemn you to shame in the frozen limbo of eternity.
It
What'd she
cannot be
see?
stopped. The wheels of Cathar are already in motion. Doom will find you both. And I rise from the dust of your bones to finish what I've started.
Yeah, good vocal performance from Natla as well. I forget the actress's name, but she was pretty good. How did you let that happen? Really?
It was you. You were the Queen of Atlantis.
Once.
And the Scion holds its history.
It holds far more than that. All the knowledge of the ancients. Things none of you could even comprehend.
What is the Seventh Age?
How far are you willing to go to find out, Lara?
I'll go to 75th and Brookhaven.
Not far enough, I'm afraid. Kill her quickly. We have work to do.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Enjoy watching. I'm cutting.
Oh, vibration of the controller. Can only mean one thing. Oh, wrong one. Shit.
That was all me.
Fuck. I just noticed the K on his belt buckle. Of course, Larson still got a pain in his brain from her. And it's giving him funny ideas now. Like to shoot her to hell. But he enjoys it. It's a good pain. He's into that kind of thing. It's a good thing that motorbike was right there, even though when you drove into Egypt initially there was no body of water around you whatsoever. Wish my motorbike had a homing beacon and auto drive. Actually, I just wish I had a motorbike. I don't. A little bit out of the budget for me at the moment. Especially a Ducati. Is that the Ducati? Is that what she's on? Or was on? That's probably a good way to lose your sponsorship with Ducati. Just kind of dumping them into the Nile. I can't imagine they would like that. Even if it looks cool, like that did. Alright, there we go. The Sanctuary of the Scion is complete. What have we unlocked? Well, we just got a trophy right there. That's cool. Outfits, cinematics, relics, replay level, music, art galleries, and commentaries. And yeah, that's something else I don't think I've mentioned so far in the series as well, for those of you that haven't played this game before. You can't actually go back and replay a level until you complete a set of levels. So when I missed that artifact in the opening of St. Francis Folly, I couldn't actually replay that level and go back and pick it up until I completed all of the Greece levels, which obviously I did later. But anyways, I'll see you on the next one.